I never imagined that opening my old locker after 10 years would completely change my perspective on the past. It all started on a quiet afternoon. I was cleaning my old room when I noticed the locker I hadn't opened since high school. Dust covered its surface and the lock was slightly rusty. Memories from years ago flooded my mind. The notes I hid, the letters I wrote, and the secrets I never shared with anyone. Out of curiosity, I decided to open it. The key still fit perfectly. With a click, the locker swung open. At first, it looked empty, but as my eyes adjusted to the dim light inside, I noticed a small, worn-out box tucked in the corner. I picked it up carefully. It was heavier than I expected. The box was locked with a tiny padlock, one I vaguely remembered buying when I was 17. I managed to unlock it and slowly opened the lid. Inside were dozens of envelopes, letters, and old photographs. Some were addressed to me, some from friends, and a few were from people I didn't recognize immediately. The first letter I picked up was from my childhood best friend, someone I had lost touch with years ago. The letter started with, "Remember when we promised to keep our secrets forever? I hope this letter finds you well." I felt a wave of nostalgia and a little sadness. But then I noticed another envelope, smaller, with my name written in shaky handwriting. It didn't look familiar. I opened it carefully. It was from my father, a letter I had never seen before. He had passed away many years ago, but the handwriting was unmistakable. The letter revealed something I had never known. Before I was born, my father had gone through an incredibly difficult period. He had worked tirelessly to make sure I had a good life, sacrificing his own dreams in the process. He wrote about his regrets, his hopes, and the kind of person he wanted me to become. Reading his words, I felt a mixture of emotions: gratitude, guilt, and love. I realized I had taken so much for granted. As I continued exploring the locker, I found letters from old friends, notes I had written to my future self, and small keepsakes I had forgotten. There was even a diary entry I had written as a teenager about my dreams, fears, and the kind of life I wanted. Looking through all of it, I realized something important. Life is fleeting, and the things we leave behind, our memories, our words, our connections, are what truly define us. That old locker, forgotten for 10 years, reminded me of the person I once was, the people I loved, and the lessons I had learned along the way. Sometimes the past has a way of catching up to us. It reminds us who we are and what matters most. And as I closed the locker that day, I felt a sense of closure, a sense of understanding, and a renewed appreciation for everything life had given me. Who knew that a simple locker hidden away in my old room could hold the key to so many forgotten memories and change the way I looked at my life forever?